Back again. Teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie.
Quiet on the set. I just told her, play on my face. Whenever we fuck, keep my hands on the waist. When I'm giving out game, niggas copy and paste. Every day like my birthday, I run up some cake. I put on for my niggas, I see why they hate. Only fucking these bitches, ain't doing no day. She can know where I live, take her back to a place. And my whole European, she not from the States.
Welcome back to another episode of the Intrusive Thoughts podcast, where we explore the minds and the thoughts of creatives. Today, I have my boy Hassan with me. And a little background on Hassan. I like the way that this episode is going to go because I don't really have a background on him. I think my previous guest, there was a background. It was like I knew where to go, what to ask, the growth. But now we get to really take a deep dive and explore the mind of Hassan. So everybody, welcome Hassan. You can introduce yourself.
What's up, guys? I'm Hassan. I don't really have too much stuff that I do, but I have a lot of stuff that I like, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. But I'm really into shoes. I really like clothes. I like music. I don't make music. I don't produce anything like that. But I love listening to music. I love shit like that. Regular stuff. Pretty regular dude, I guess. I don't know.
For sure. And I think that it's great because you being inside the world of fashion, you being inside the world of shoes, me being inside the world of music. It's all being creative, expressing ourselves through our creativity. So I guess I want to start with fashion first. Like, what does fashion mean to you? What is fashion?
Use, but I wouldn't even say necessarily that like I'm into fashion. I think when I think of fashion, I think of like runway models, skinny white dudes, skinny white girls, shit like that. Like that's what I think when I think fashion, like something overseas. That's not me. I would say like more so I'm on that streetwear thing, so something regular, casual, formal. That's what fashion is to me, I guess. Fashion, streetwear. That's what it is to me.
Okay. Now with that, I know you being big on shoes. How does the clothing that you put together go hand in hand with the shoes that you decide to wear with your outfits?
I mean, I feel like for me, I'm more of a sneakerhead than I am like into clothes, I guess. So for me, it's like I still got that like sneakerhead approach to it, to where the shoes come first, right? So
okay.
If I'm going, say, like my Yeezy boots or something, I'm definitely going something more workwear related, something simple. Like that's what inspires. If I'm wearing my Air Max 95s, like I'm going like this, sweatsuit, maybe a jacket, something simple, So the shoes kind of put me in the direction of what it is that I want to wear. Okay. So yeah.
Okay, so you not being into fashion, I do have, some questions regarding it though, because I'm sure it's certain like outfits that you see that you're like, nah, I'm not jacking that.
No, like I'm into fashion, I would say, but like more so streetwear is my focus. Like if you ask me I guess high fashion is not.
Okay, so what brands, I guess, would you say that you're more inclined to purchase from, that you rock?
I mean, obviously, like we got the GV Galleries, the Veils, regular stuff like that. But I'm really big into like shopping with smaller brands, trying to find like stuff that I really like but isn't popular. So I know I'm not gonna really run into somebody wearing it, and not that that's an issue, but everybody wants to have something that makes them feel a little bit special. And I would like to get a compliment on a shirt I spent $60 on that I know nobody else is gonna wear something like that, or 70, 100, whatever I spend.
Right.
So that's definitely.
It's like with these brands though. How do you know like which brand is real, which brand is fake? Like for example, not real and fake like authenticity aspects. Like on TikTok, you could go on TikTok, social media, and you might see a brand like, yo, I'm really messing with this. But how do you know like before you purchase, nah, this is legit, as opposed to you putting your card information, everything like that, and getting scammed essentially?
I'm always just looking at reviews. I'm always looking at like the tag. You always want to check out tags. You always want to check. Most companies, like small companies, they know that they face those issues. So they're always going to have like a small little thing, like a highlight, where they're going to talk about, like they may show themselves shipping orders, things like that. But mostly just going through, like seeing what other people's experiences with the brands are in terms of just trusting it.
Okay.
But when it comes to like wanting to involve myself with that brand, that's more so all just me. Like maybe like a quick ad on Instagram or something like that might catch my attention. Or just seeing certain pieces. Like say I may see like a Balenciaga hoodie that I really like, but I know I'm not going to pay that Balenciaga price. I might look for somebody who has something that kind of gives that same vibe, and if it matches that, I'm going to see where I could go from there,
That's interesting. And I think another interesting thing that you said in the midst of the conversation so far was pieces. I think a lot of clothing, and I think it helps when you look at clothing as pieces. Like I was in New York Saturday. I went thrifting with the guys. We went to a little rooftop. Feel what I'm saying? Got drinks, all that. Just a day in the city. But my man's was like, yo, bro, like, you know, we go out. You got to think of it as pieces. Because I think when I go out, especially for clothes, it's like I'm trying to put together, or when I shop, I like getting outfits.
It's a puzzle.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
Exactly.
That, like when you said piece, that's what came to my mind. It's a puzzle. You could have every outfit got a shirt, pants, and shoes, but the pieces don't fit, right? So you can have shirt, pants, and shoes. That's technically an outfit, but is it a good outfit? No, because it doesn't fit. You feel me?
Okay. And what about accessories?
Accessories are super important. I think that's my biggest thing, right? I feel like I have a good style, but I don't have the accessories to throw on. Like I'll throw like a little bracelet, a watch, a necklace, but oh shit.
That wasn't supposed to happen.
We keep going.
Anyway, yeah. Do you want me to fix it though? Like I can keep going, but like man time. Yeah. Anyway, back to our conversation. Pieces, fashion. I do want to touch on, shopping. Are you more sneakers too? Because I know you're into sneakers more than you are into the clothing aspect. But when you are out trying to put pieces together, and when you're out trying to find sneakers, what is that process like for you? Are you more of a let me go shop, let me take my time, figure things out, or are you I know what I want, I'm about to just order it right fast? Like, how does that process work for you?
I'm pretty like busy during the week, or even on weekends. I don't have weekends off like that, so I'm never really like in person shopping. I'm always up late at night scrolling, looking at like what I wanna buy. I find inspiration where I can find it, whether that's on Instagram, TikTok, anywhere, or just more so just what's driving me in the moment, if that makes sense. So like me being pretty busy, it's always like me checking, looking on the computer, looking online. I'm also just not a huge in-person shopper. Like I hate going to the mall. I feel like the mall doesn't have like anything that I'm looking for. I think like just shopping online, I'm gonna find what I'm looking for, or something that's what I'm looking for. But definitely like when I'm looking for clothes, I don't look for things to go together.
Okay.
Right. So that's one thing I'll say. Like, I'm not gonna tell myself, oh, I won't buy a shirt because I don't have anything to go with it, or I won't buy some shoes because I don't have anything to go with it. Nah, I'm gonna buy what I want, and if I really like it that much, I'm going to build around it. Essentially, it's like treating it like a franchise player, I guess, if that makes sense. You find something you like, and you build around it. You know what I'm saying? So if it's whether that be shoes or whether that be a shirt, whether that be some pants. Like right now, I'm really trying to expand like my denim. I'm mostly like thrifted, things like that, but I really want to try like I know I said I'm not huge into like high fashion, but I do want to try like different like Japanese denims, things like that. I do want to try those types of things.
Okay.
Finding them in my size though, that's a whole nother story. But yeah, the process of finding clothes and shoes is definitely just taking into consideration what's going on at the time that really like
for sure
resonates with me.
For
you know
sure.
What I'm saying?
I asked that because it's like a lot of people that I know that my opinion who can dress, where I say, okay, he's into fella, you could tell like he knows what he's doing, all have similar responses. I don't really like, I just like what I like. I go on, I get what I want. Because my mans, you guys remind me of each other. My boy T-Dot, shout out T-Dot. He's the same way. Like if I were to ask him, yo, bro, like, so what you shot? He like, yo, bro, I like it. It's just certain things. Like I know what to look for. He knows how to go about looking for it. Me, on the other hand, it's like I stress over stuff like that because I hate them all too, but I love to shop.
eBay is gonna be like your best friend, right? So for me, I don't like my pants be pretty cheap. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm not spending $50 to $100 on some jeans, bro. Like you could go get you some Levi 501s or any different type of cut of Levi or any type, not even Levi, any type of jean, go on eBay. You want jeans, eBay. You want a vintage thrifted sports shirt, eBay. Anything, sneakers, eBay. eBay is like the best place to go because as long as you specifically know what you're looking for, you're going to find something that's in line with it, and you're going to get it for a way better price than going to somebody who's a straight reseller or going to the store even sometimes. Because me personally, they're going to charge you more for like a fresh pair of Levi's, but the fresh pair of Levi's look kind of ass. Like you don't want. Oh, sorry.
No, you good. You good.
But yeah, like the fresh pair doesn't look as good as a used pair. So like you said, you thrifted. thrifting is always the best way to go. Me, I'm not huge in person. I think you could thrift online and it'll expand what you're looking for, and you can, be very detailed with it and not have to drive 40 minutes here, 30 minutes there, things like that. So you just want to eBay. That's what I would recommend if you're.
Okay, for sure. Now, your style, because I feel like everybody has their own, unique style to them. How would you, I guess, categorize your style? I know you said into streetwear, but will people look at you? And again, I'm not saying you care what people think of you, but what is that perception like of Hassan when people see you, how you dress?
I don't know if I really have something that I could like a way to put it out there, I guess. But I guess when I think of how people would see me, I would say like put together when I'm trying.
Okay.
Most of the time people see me, I'm just in sweatpants and a hoodie. I like expensive sweatpants and flashy hoodies. That's what I like to do most days. But when I'm really putting on an outfit, like I think people look at me like, oh, he's well put together, things
For
like
sure.
that. Something simple. I don't think I'm the flyest dude out there. That's not my goal either. I just want to look nice and feel comfortable while I do it.
I don't want to say I get it because I still think, it's calibers to it. So with you, what I say, like the calibers, the mindset that you have, like how natural it flows for you. It's like a flow state when it comes to it. Like you said, for me, and it's all opinion. Again, you don't feel that way, but from the outside looking in, this is what it looks like to me. So it's like you saying that, I appreciate because like it gives tips, it gives insight. You know what I'm saying? And that's important. I do want to pivot the conversation to music because it all correlates.
Yeah.
So when you're getting dressed, when you putting on the sneakers that you just got, what's being played in the background?
I think honestly, when I'm getting dressed, it's more YouTube. I'm just watching Gil's Arenas, podcasts, things like that. Music though, when I'm getting ready to go out, the shower. What I'm saying? I'm listening to music. Definitely gotta get in the zone, get in the mood. So I'm gonna go, a little Cash Cobain, something here. Cash.
Okay.
What was Drake's last taper album with Party Next Door? Was it Sexy Music for You or something?
Oh, some sexy songs for you.
Sexy, yeah. Some stuff off that.
Okay.
Just like regular chill stuff. I'll mix it in. Right now, I've been listening to like Non Vicious a lot. I'm not gonna lie. His album, I didn't listen to the whole album. My favorite song going is Italy as of right now. So, with that, the album, I wasn't really a huge fan of it either, but that was because I was under the impression that like he dropped something called like Give Me a Month or something. It was like a tape.
Okay, yeah.
And that had like a lot of songs that I don't think came on that were on the album, but like that I like that more. The lead up to the album, the lead up to the album more than the album itself. But I even think like listening to him like it's definitely making me want to like try different stuff like like what's it called? Hetty Slimane, is that
Hetty Slimane? I never heard of it.
It's like some Dior jeans or something like that. I don't know. But like I heard him mentioning those and I seen them like, oh, those pretty nice. So even like his music is influencing certain things. He's a little skinny dude though. I can't dress like that. Yeah,
and with them like that whole YVL like that type of movement, musically, love it. Like I feel like when you talk about exploring creativity, they explore creativity to the max.
For sure.
So it's like, granted, I might not agree with everything that they're saying because I feel like they believe and do certain spiritual things. You know what I'm saying? That I just don't want to align myself with. But like creativity wise, I feel like they do a great job. And speaking on music, because I make music. Yeah. It's like when people say albums is like bad or it's not living up to the hype. It's like I agree with that in a sense, but it's like they're also exploring their creativity, just like the next man. So then that's how I look at it. So every song that I hear, I imagine as if I'm that person in the booth recording. So it's like, although I don't agree with the song, I agree with like the momentum or the idea that they have for the song.
Okay, so with that, like, what do you draw? I know you don't necessarily align yourself with certain things from them, but would you say like you draw inspiration from that kind of
100%?
Where would you say that
100%.
reflects in the music that you're making right now?
To really not give a F.
Okay.
Like it's a mindset thing because I just know I like watching the behind the scenes. I'm a big behind the scenes person. I love anything behind the scenes, just seeing the process that it took in order to get to where it got to. So seeing like them in the booth recording, okay, punch in, punch out. That's how I relate to myself in the sense where when I hear a beat, like I said on your podcast, it's not like I have a set plan on songs because I don't write. So I listen to a beat and whatever I feel like saying, I'm going to say. Similar with them. I'm sure some of them write, of course. But them getting on the beat and just that full creativity aspect that they're doing, it's nothing better.
Is writing ever something that you want to add to like your
For
process?
sure. And that's how I got into making music.
Okay, you started
was
out
writing because I love to write. That's a big thing for me. So, you know, COVID 2020, we in the house. Why I'm listening to beats in my room? Hey, I'm just writing to it. Like I told you, the game we was downstairs in the basement, I'm like, yo, put on a beat. Of course, I remembered it, like the freestyle I wrote or whatever. Said it. Ever since then, the bros was like, nah, you gotta, just go ahead. Yeah, just go ahead. So I'm just like, why not?
So you think like rappers that, okay, so like a rapper that writes versus a rapper that's like you said punching in or just freestyling. Like, what do you feel like is the difference between the two? Or what can you point out necessarily in the delivery that's different between the two?
To start, there's a misconception, I think, within the music. I don't want to say industry because I'm not even in the industry. I'm just a young intern superstar in the making. And not even a superstar where I'm saying I'm about to be the next whatever. But
you're doing what you want to do.
Yeah, when people think of being, I'm going to do what I want to do. So in terms of not writing and writing, the biggest thing I would say, if you're not like Lil Wayne or you're not lyrical, that's where it's beneficial, right? Like for me, I could definitely tell writing is beneficial. But do I like sitting there and taking my... No, I just like hearing it and whatever comes to my head I like saying. But I do know when I write, now it's actually some substance into what I'm saying as opposed to not writing. Because a lot of artists, if you hear one bar, it's, I was with this girl last night. Then the next bar, I was with my mom at church the next morning. You're like, what the... And again, it's like certain things that you pick up on. Did he write that? He probably did. But again, when you're freestyling, you're saying anything as opposed to writing. It's a flow state. It's like a book. And that's another thing. People don't know the difference between a mixtape and an album.
Yeah,
those are two different things. And that's something that you got to educate people on. If you don't know, an album flows. An album, there's a theme, there's a message behind it. That is an album when it flows. So an artist has a certain theme. It might be all singing, all rapping, whatever the case may be. A mixtape, it's all over the place. There's no flow state. You're on a roller coaster. The first few songs might be singing. The second, it may be all rap. The third might be punk music. But that's, I guess, and there's probably more differences. But that's what I learned.
What's the difference between a tape and an EP?
So a EP is an appetizer. A tape is the main course.
Okay. So I mean, I do see that most EPs be like what 2-3 songs.
Yeah, it's not a lot of songs. Okay. That's basically to get you amped up
that for the
you know what I'm saying.
And then the mixtape gets you ready for the album. It's all just kind of okay.
Exactly. And some artists don't even drop tape. Like you see a lot of artists now are having like debut albums. Like Sway Lee. Everybody knows who Sway Lee is. You know what I'm saying? He just dropped his first debut project. Like himself. Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. As a solo artist. And a lot of people like, Dag, I thought he'd been putting out. But there's a lot of misconceptions that people don't know.
So he's only, I never knew that he's only done albums under like the Ray Shremmer.
Exactly.
I never knew that.
And for the longest time, I thought that was only one person. Ray Shremmer, you know what I'm saying? I did not.
That's because I love the music videos. I used to watch the music videos when I would listen to them.
For sure. And it's also, too, not a lot of artists write, but there's songwriters out there. Or people who write the music for them. Like Leon Thomas, before he blew up off Mutt, he was making hits for Beyonce. I'm like, yo, and you would have never knew this, but writing has its pros and cons, just like the next
who in the game you think got not writing their music?
Besides the obvious, like Lil Wayne?
Yeah. Who not writing their music?
I just keep thinking about obvious people. Like the Luckies.
You don't think he's not writing his music?
He's not writing his music. There's no way. He probably writes the stuff, but...
Oh, no. I ain't mean it like that. I meant like ghostwriter. I say this about Drake, right? Mm-hmm. You know, a lot of people feel like he's not writing his music. I feel like certain rappers aren't necessarily rappers. They're performers.
For sure.
They're performers. Like, who you feel is a performer rather than a rapper, if that makes sense.
Right now, Kanye.
Okay. Yeah, his music's been
right now for sure. Right now, Kanye. Performance. That's tricky. You can really argue. Oh, I like teases now a little bit, like some songs, but his overall catalog is built strictly for performances.
Okay.
Because Teases, love you down, dog. If I ever got the chance to meet you, you're Yang. I wouldn't even press you.
Teases,
one
that's
though.
Owe?
Yes.
Oh, that's Owe.
He definitely.
It took me for a second. I'm thinking Tizo touchdown.
Yeah, Teases. He definitely be in there, and I'm not making fun of you, gang. So when you see this, because I know I'm gonna blow it one day. Peas is hard. I'm not.
He's hard.
Peas. You
I've
up
been listening
next?
to him recently.
All right,
He's
yeah,
hard.
Peas, you up next. So I guess we'll wrap up with you being, I look at you as a creative because, again, with the shoes, that's something that you're passionate about. The brand, we had a class together last semester. You really, if we really want to, I was Tyrese Halliburton, to be real, with our branding project, and he was the LeBron Steph. He was editing pictures, creating the brand, doing all that. So I think with shoes, what's your knowledge on music? How can you take, I guess, you being creative, you knowing about music, you know about all these things, and apply it to what you're passionate about with your sneakers?
I think, well, in a sense, like more so like building a career out of it or something.
Mm-hmm.
I think, I definitely want to take to maybe clothing brand or not, if not a clothing brand, definitely like maybe opening a store where, the clothes that I like, if I'm not making my own clothes, the clothes that I really like, what I know, what I would want to wear is in a one place for people who are like-minded, like me, who want to get the clothes. So definitely, just trying to take, I guess, what I'm learning every day, just from other people, filming my own podcast, learning about sneaker culture, things like that, and trying to just find out where that fits into myself career wise, because I want to make sure I'm making my money doing something I'm passionate about.
Okay.
So definitely that. Fuck, I forgot the second part of what you asked. Sneakers. Oh yeah, like I said, a store. That is my ultimate goal. I think, like you mentioned with the project, a lot of that stuff is stuff I already had. I did want to take the clothing brand route, but I feel like I gotta know people feel like I'm fly before I go and drop clothes. I can't have people. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. I didn't want to do clothes and not have not a following, but not have the people who are buying me have that confidence, not feel like I want to buy clothes from someone I don't think it's fly. So I wouldn't expect someone to buy clothes from me if I'm not putting myself out there. So I've just been trying to, build my portfolio when it comes to like outfits and my social media and things like that. And if I, my design skills and things like that improve, I'll take it there to that level and hopefully build something that I'm proud of, which would be a brand or a store,
And I definitely think you should. I want to thank you for coming on to the, Intrusive Thoughts podcast.
Thank you for having me, bro.
All I, got to say is stay intrusive, continue to be legendary. So open up that store because you're going to have a customer and me and, the people I, hang around. Word. I'm excited to shop with you. I'm excited, to see what the future holds for you. And stay intrusive.
I appreciate that, yeah. I appreciate that a lot.
That's another episode on the Intrusive Thoughts podcast. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back soon. And don't forget, stay intrusive.
I just told her, play on my face. Whenever we fuck, keep my hands on the waist. When I'm giving out game, niggas copy and paste. Every day like my birthday, I run up some cake. I put on for my niggas, I see why they hate. Only fucking these bitches, ain't doing no day. She get know where I live, take her back to a place. And my whole European, she not from the States.
I'm sweating. I gotta take a trip to the dispensary.